Okay, so I thought, why don't I take a look at a Hall of Famer? And I thought, why not take a look at Rob Blake? And I didn't do it as an excuse to wear this jersey in a video. I didn't. It's just a happy accident. Uh, Rob Blake is currently the general manager of the LA Kings. And we're almost a decade out from when he last played in the NHL. So I thought, yeah, as a guy who reached the Hall of Fame in 2014, you can take a look at him. And I double checked on the channel, and I've never done a video on Rob Blake. So here it is. He's the number 70 pick overall in 1988. And there was virtually no hoopla surrounding him whatsoever. So he goes to the NCAA, and then he decides not to do his senior year. He's going to sign in the NHL. It's a tradition that goes back decades. And after signing with the LA Kings, he plays 4 games at the end of the 89-90 season and scores 0 points. But again, it's just about getting those games and getting that experience. 1991, he bursts onto the scene. And he burst onto the scene at a really interesting time. 75 games, 12 goals, 34 assists, 46 points. And he's on the all-rookie team. I could have told you that because that was the year that hockey cards became this massive thing and everybody was trading cards. And Rob Blake was actually a hot commodity at the time. He was on the all-rookie team, so there was a belief this guy's going to be a megastar and get as many of his rookie cards as you can. He had Belfour, Fedorov was in that category, Pavel Bure. There was a lot of card collecting that went on, and Rob Blake was right up there. He was up there as one of the more popular guys to get. Then he has the sophomore jinx. That's just a standard thing. Only plays 57 games, 7 goals, 13 assists, 20 points. So his points drop back, but Rob Blake plays a physical game. And when he's on the ice, it's more than just about points. It is about the all-around game that Blake plays. And he's very, very popular with fans for that reason. 92-93, he bounces back. 76 games, 16 goals, 43 assists, 59 points. So he sets career highs across the board in 92-93, helping us forget the 91-92 sophomore year. Year 4, 93-94, he plays 84 games. That's right, there was an 84-game schedule that year. 20 goals, 48 assists, 68 points for Rob Blake. And this was, I want to say that's about as big a star as you can get with him, and that was really his offensive peak. But again, he became a more effective blue liner as his career went along, and it wasn't just points. So I can't look at that one with 68 points and go, that was the best that he got, because not really. He got better as he got older. 94-95, that's a lockout shortened season, but it was a 48-game season, and he only plays 24. 4 goals, 7 assists, and 11 points. And the LA Kings are descending into kind of an ugly part of their history, and Rob Blake's there for it. 95-96, a big part of the reason why LA struggles defensively that season, 6 games played by Rob Blake, 1 goal, 2 assists. He has a knee injury against Washington on October 20th that basically makes that entire season a write-off. And at that stage where he's missed, 24 games the year before, and now he's missed, 76 that year, you could look and say, well, it looks like his best years might be done and he might be winding down. And ask, is he going to be able to stay healthy? 96-97, he misses some games that year too. He only plays 62, 8 goals, 23 assists, 31 points. So again, you could be forgiven at this stage for going, well, Rob Blake's had a pretty good career, but that physical hockey wears you down, and he's probably suffering through that. But what people don't realize is he's still got a nice long career ahead of him. 97-98, this is the year where people are going to say that was his best. And a Norris Trophy will tell you that's probably true. 81 games played, 23 goals, 27 assists, 50 points. He's a first-team All-Star, Norris Trophy winner. And it's an amazing comeback for him as well because, as I said, he missed a minimum of 20 games every season the previous 3, including that one where he missed well over 70 games in 95-96. So it's a return to form for Rob Blake in 97-98 for the Kings. 98-99, 62 games played, 12 goals, 23 assists, 35 points. So, misses 20 games. So this is kind of where things end up with Rob Blake. Consider all of this, and then look at the fact that in games played in his career, he's 75th among all-time NHLers. He is still in the top 100 in games played, despite missing so many with injury during that stretch. '99-2000, he plays 77 games, 18 goals, 39 assists, 57 points. And he's a second-team All-Star. During this period, he also has years where he's third in voting for Norris, fourth in voting for Norris. He is still regarded as one of the best defensemen in the National Hockey League. 2000-2001, as his contract comes to an end, and the LA Kings, they're not in a position to contend, so they're like, well, Rob Blake's been fantastic for us, but maybe we should look at what we can get. 54 games played, 17 goals, 39 assists, 49 points. So his points per game that year is fantastic. He ends up being traded to Colorado February 21st, 2001. He is traded with Steven Reinprecht to the Avalanche for Adam Deadmarsh, Aaron Miller, Jared Allen, a 2001 first, which became David Steckel, and a 2003 first, which became Brian Boyle, going to the Kings. So overall, that's a decent package going to the Kings, but we know how things turn out, right? 13 games for the Avalanche, 2 goals, 8 assists, 10 points. He ends up on the second All-Star team that season, and he wins his only Stanley Cup as a member of the Colorado Avalanche. So he is on that Avs team along with Ray Bourque. It's quite the lineup that the Colorado Avalanche had in 2001. 2001-2002, plays 75 games with Colorado after re-signing with the Avalanche. Signs a 5-year deal. 75 games played, 16 goals, 40 assists, 56 points, and he's a second-team All-Star again in the NHL, so he's still one of the best. And he goes to the All-Star game virtually every year. He plays in 7, and he goes there virtually every year with the Avalanche. He's there in 94, 99, 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, and 2004. So while he's with the Avalanche, he's recognized as an All-Star around the league. 2002-2003, 79 games, 17 goals, 28 assists, 45 points. So for Avs fans, he's rightfully a legend in their eyes as well. 74 games played, no 304, 13 goals, 33 assists, 46 points. Keep in mind, we then have the lockout wiped out season of 04-05. He could have added some games there as well. He's still 75th all time. How many games did he miss, and how many games did he potentially have that he could have played if not for injury and lockout? So coming out of the lockout, 05-06, he plays out his final year with the Avalanche. 81 games, 14 goals, 37 assists, 51 points. There was an option on the contract that Colorado could have picked up. They didn't. They decide to opt out. He signs as a free agent with the LA Kings on July 1st, which is kind of where he belongs, and he gets to wear this jersey. 06-07, 72 games, 14 goals, 20 assists, 34 points. And while the offense has kind of fallen off, this is a player in Rob Blake that I don't think he held on too long. He's not a guy that you look at and go, gee, he probably should have retired 2 years earlier at his peak. He probably played too long. I don't say that with Blake. 71 games played the following season, 9 goals, 22 assists, 31 points. And his contract runs out in LA. So he signs for San Jose. And it's weird because seeing him with another Colorado or another California team. See, the C words threw me off today. Seeing him with another California team in San Jose. It was weird. But he had a pretty good first season. He ends up being their captain by the end of it. 73 games, 10 goals, 35 assists, 45 points in 08-09. And in his final season in San Jose, 70 games, 7 goals, 23 assists, 30 points. And his points are down. 30 points is the lowest that he's had in a full season and whatnot. But he's still an effective defenseman. And he ends up providing the NHL with 1,679 penalty minutes. He was a tough defenseman. And one of the toughest players in the league. And he was a guy who could eat lots of minutes, play a ton. He didn't hurt you on the power play. He helped you on the power play. Didn't hurt at even strength either. Ends up playing, as I said, 1,270 games, 240 goals, which is high for a defenseman in their career. 537 assists, 777 points in his NHL career. So nice, long career. As I said, he gets into the Hall of Fame in 2014. And he became the Kings general manager on April 10th of 2017 after serving as assistant general manager prior to that. LA retired his number 4, January 17th of 2015. Not 2005, 2015. See, I put that up there so people can go, hey, he's got that wrong, and then I'll fix it. That's totally intentional. Yeah, it's intentional. Absolutely. Sure. Anyways, so he did all of that, and then, as a trivia thing, he played himself in The Love Guru, a movie starring Mike Myers, which, depending who you ask, kind of sunk Mike Myers. But I don't blame Rob Blake for that. Blake has shown over his 20-year career in the NHL he's a battler. And he's not a guy who shies away from... He certainly didn't shy away from physical play after going through injuries. So as a general manager, he'll command respect for that. And he seems to be a pretty smart general manager on top of that. So there is no general manager video to do with Blake yet. He doesn't have a very long resume there. But for a player, 20 years in the NHL is pretty good. So there you go. The career of Rob Blake, a Hall of Famer, a guy who came out of a middling draft pick at number 70, and definitely overachieved from that number 70 spot. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. If you're browsing your way through, you just happen upon this video. And hey, thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I'll talk to you again soon.